Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will come out first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The option look. The pitch. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pulls it in, it's Owen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
short, the power run here. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the try is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The LSU Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's got him. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Owen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Owen. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Back to the ground game on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Fuller. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
And this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the run, it's Grove. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Moffitt. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
This is a designed run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. The short hands, it's Fuller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to throw it. Trying to bowl his way in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the screen. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bulldozes his way through.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And, man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this in.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to go out, be physical, and run this thing in, put a touchdown up on the board.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I tell you what, this is part of the field. Once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Connection to the right. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's got his man. Makes the grab. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. On the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he had just enough to will that one home. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. LSU quick to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Maka. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Now sliding to his left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moffitt. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. LSU right back to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. It's Moffitt. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here on the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the run.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Goes to the option.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finding open areas. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A designed run for the quarterback. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Working that left side now. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to pound it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sampson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Here comes the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibbs. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously it was inaccurate in his pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. Complete in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. LSU quick to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They want that clock to run. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Try to get it through the air. Grabs it in the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side. Pull it out.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Finds the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Power football with the run.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Fuller. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him still on his feet. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, UNC! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.